This is the Good Neighbor Podcast, the place where local businesses and neighbors come together. Here's your host, Regina Lee.
Well, hello, everybody, and welcome to today's show. Got today with us the owner of Tutor Bugz here in South Charlotte area, or the Charlotte area, and owner Akilah Jones. Welcome.
Hi, how are you?
I am great. It's nice to, meet you and learn about this super cool business. I can't even believe your website. You created all this brand. This is all you. So first, tell us a little bit about you and how you got into this.
Okay, my name's Akilah. I've been a classroom teacher for about, I was a classroom teacher for about 8 years. I taught first grade, fifth grade, and I left at fourth grade. Then I went back and got my master's in special education. And then I did some resource for a while. And then I realized that it was so hard meeting the needs of all of my kids. If I was in fourth grade, I would have a kid that would be on a first grade level. Maybe there's a kid on a third grade level. There's so many different levels for the kids. So I'm like, I feel like I need to leave the classroom so I'm able to provide personalized instruction to kids, because I feel like that's what lacks in the education system right now.
Oh, I'm sure. And how long have you been doing this, Akilah?
I opened up in 2020, and it started off with just me and a bunch of kids. And then I started growing, and more parents were like, oh my God, personalized instruction, we need that. And so then I hired a person, and then now we have a staff of 15 people, and we have close to 100 kids now. So it's doing really well.
Well, so it's all online, virtual. So that means you could have a kid anywhere in the U.S., actually.
Yeah, we have kids in California. We have kids in New York, Georgia, South Dakota, Virginia, South Carolina, North Carolina.
Wow. So you say you collaborate with the teachers. Tell us what that means and how you do that.
So I send the teachers an intake form, and then from there, the teachers will fill that out, and then we'll gather some information on the children. So what they need to work on, or we need to provide enrichment for them. And then I create a plan for the kid of about 6 to 8 weeks of instruction. And then I mail those materials to their house. So then the kid will get a username and password to the site, and then that's where they'll log in and use their materials that I've created for them to work online with their tutor. And the work that I send home correlates to what the kids need at home, need in the classroom, as well as where we need to fill in any gaps where we need to see growth.
Wow. What ages do you tutor?
So the youngest we have is 3 years old right now. Yeah. And then the oldest, we have someone getting their GED, so 18.
That is amazing. Amazing. So are these one-on-one virtual classes?
Yeah, we do one-on-one mostly. Sometimes in the summer we'll do group sessions, but the demand right now is one-to-one.
And what topics, what subjects can you guys help with?
We do math, which is developing that number sense skills. And then the older kids, they usually need help on a specific math course. And then we do reading, which is strictly reading comprehension, reading the text, answering questions. And then we do phonics skills. And then, even the older kids need phonics, because phonics is not really taught that much in schools anymore, like the rules of reading. So I always ask the parents, does your child need phonics? And they're like, in the 6th grade, they're like, what? Why do we need phonics? And I'm like, trust me, let's add phonics in there. It's so important.
That is super, super cool. How long is the typical tutoring session last?
Sessions are an hour. Mm-hmm.
And then homework, are they sent with homework, or how does that work?
Sometimes, usually the older kids, because I know CMS schools, they use like Canva and stuff, or whatever online platform that they're using. So sometimes the teachers will be able to help them with their schoolwork and stuff.
Very, very cool. So you do through the summer, and then do you find that the kids, how long, I know each child's different, but how long do they usually stay with you?
So I try to tell the parents that this is more than tutoring. This is support. So we have kids that have been with us since first grade and they're now going into fourth grade. So they usually, the turnover rate is very, they usually just stay because it's not a quick fix. It's year-long support for the kid. And, you know, it's also important that there's different relationships, like parents are the parent, and then you don't want to cross that boundary because sometimes it's hard teaching your child at home. You know, you're getting in arguments, they're getting frustrated, you're getting frustrated. So it's just like it's a nice support system for the kid as well as the parent.
Absolutely. What are some of the misconceptions in your industry?
Some misconceptions are that tutoring is a quick fix. So sometimes parents are like, hey, we need help with multiplication real quick. Can we just sign up for a couple sessions? And so then we'll do that. And then they'll be like, they'll stop. And then they're like, oh, well, another problem arises. We need this. And it's like, it's not a quick fix. You can't, like, to me, tutoring is a support system for your child.
So ideally, if they're coming on with a better perspective from the parent, it's, you know, weekly support throughout the school year. Is that what you think is the best route?
Weekly support and then some maintenance in the summertime, you know, maybe a session here or there so you don't have such a large learning gap from June all the way till September.
Let's say your child has issues in reading and math. How do you do that in a session?
Sometimes we do 30 minutes reading, 30 minutes math, or I try to tell the parent, let's do one session of reading and then one session of math.
Gotcha. Well, that I would think all parents would want this. What are you most proud of in growing this business? Your website is amazing.
Thank you so much.
I can't believe you built all this on your own.
Yes.
Yeah. What are you proud of?
To be honest, I'm really proud of randomly one day, I just was like, I'm leaving the classroom and I'm going to provide personalized instruction to as many kids as I can. And that's the most important part. So I'm proud of just getting up and leaving. I love being in a classroom and I love working in the school system, but this is more rewarding to me, is that I know that when the kids leave school and they go home, that they're provided with the personalized instruction by me.
Well, I bet it's also so fun when they have that aha moment and you've broken through on something that they just clearly weren't understanding. So it's very rewarding, I'm sure.
Yeah, it is.
So when you're not doing this business and training and tutoring, what do you do for fun?
I'm definitely a gym girly, so I'm at the gym all the time. And I'm enjoying aerial classes. I'm taking those classes in Charlotte, uptown. Doing the hammocks right now. And then roller skate. Yeah.
That is so cool. What is your vision for your business long term?
I would like to expand it more, and I'm working on getting a partnership with a school in CMS so that they'll be able to utilize Tutor Bugz at their convenience. And then just reach more kids and reach more families and push personalized instruction.
Personalized instruction. Well, you're doing an amazing job, to grow that much. And then you had COVID on top of all of that. That was probably good, though. A lot of parents needed that help.
Yes, they did need that support. And especially if a lot of the parents, when they took their kids out of school and they were just homeschooling them, we got a lot of kids for homeschool as well.
I bet. So anyone listening anywhere can call you. So how do people reach you?
You can call me on my phone number, or text me at 980-318-1770, or you can visit my website at tutorbugz.com.
And that's Bugz.
Yes,
tutorbugz.com. That's amazing. Well, Akilah, it's been a pleasure getting to know you. Very excited for you. I can see. I wish our listeners could see your smile. I can see how passionate you are about what you do.
Thank you so much for having me.
You're so welcome.
Thank you for listening to the Good Neighbor Podcast. To nominate your favorite local businesses to be featured on the show, go to gnpsouthcharlotte.com. That's gnpsouthcharlotte.com or call 980-351-5719.